once they learn their power, and it all comes from the jurors, the grand jury, the 23.
Oh yeah. Well, make it 20. Well, make it 25 because that's honestly that's what.
It's 23. It's 23. It's what the grand jury is. That's what it is. It's 23. We've done a lot of research in that area, so it's 23. There can never be a hung jury.
Okay. Well, I'm saying there was five Magna Cartas, and the sixth one is the Comitatus Confront Martial. So I'll show you where it says 25 in there, and that's a common law. But if you want 25.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at that because we got to be spot on. We got to be shiny here. We can't be short. So, and we have 40 plus right now that's already executed page 9. So,
well, 23 is statutory. Is a statute grand jury, which they basically hijacked the common law grand jury.
Oh, really? Well, that's not going to work. It's going to be 25.
Right, and they hijacked it and modified it just a little bit, just to make it their own. But this one man, the one man asked me, how do I renew a driver's license or don't renew a driver's license? Well, I know that there's insurance companies that some Christian groups, because they don't want to embed their photo, like Muslims don't want their pictures taken, and certain Christians don't want a number on a driver's license, like it's the number of a beast kind of thing. So some Christian and Muslim groups, they actually provide insurance for non-licensed drivers. So I know you could Google it. I've never did it. I think I looked at it years ago because I got that fancy. So I was thinking about doing that.
I believe we have that issue covered.
Right.
So we're going to be able to issue licenses. It's going to be clear. It's going to be a separation.
Well, this man was asking that he did not want a driver's license. Like, how do I avoid renewing a driver's license? So like I said, I remember some Christians and some Muslims didn't want their photos taken. So what they were doing is they were having, through their own organizations, insurance funds. And another way you could do it is record a bond through the county recorder for any liability that you might incur on anybody that you cause damage to. You could put a bond on record and just prove, show it, that you have insurance on your car, because the big thing is the police stop you. Let me just
throw this one at you. On Sandra. You know Sandra. She's got a situation right now where, her dad's estate, she took it over, her dad died, it was on the title, the car that he had was the title was to transfer into her name upon his death. The bank refuses to do that, and the bank just put a whole bunch of insurance on the car.
Right.
And added it to the bill. And after she had already served them with a bond, it's already been accepted by the state of California. So just the same bond.
Just because her daddy was the owner means nothing. The guy who has the lien is the man, or the bank has the lien outstanding on it. The bank is going to make sure they get compensated if she gets into a wreck. The owner could just wrap it around the tree and smash it into a million pieces and walk away because the owner only paid $100 on a car. But the bank wrote out the loan, or whoever the lien holders, it could be your next door neighbor could have gave you the money, and the next door neighbor wants to be compensated for the full $20,000 that he loaned you. So if you just gave him $100 so far, you took out the car for a test drive and you wrap it around a tree, or you convert it, you became the owner, you wrote it on paper that you're now the owner. And I'll pay this man $100 a week. You make the first payment and wrap it around a tree, you're going to say, well, I'm not going to pay him the other $19,900 I owe him. I got to go get another car. I can't afford to give this guy $100 a week anymore, so he's basically stuck. So the guy who has the lien is going to make sure that whatever the outstanding balance is due to who you claim to be the owner of this car, he's still going to demand, if you want to make payments to me of $100 a week, I demand that you get full compensation on this car, liability compensation, so that way I don't lose my vested interest in the car.
I know, but here's the problem, is the will and the title
will means
demanded
nothing.
The will, and the title. Okay, so then the title. On the title, it was clear that it was required that the title transfer into her name so she has control of the property.
Yes.
After his death. And the bank refuses to do that, and now they want to repossess the car.
She doesn't have the title. She has a certificate that that title exists. Everybody has a certificate of the title. Nobody has the title. She has a certificate.
So the bank's trying to steal the car. The bank's trying to steal the car from her. So what should she do, you know?
The bank or your next-door neighbor technically could collapse the loan instantly. They could demand immediate payment, and they could seize the property legally and lawfully immediately. They could accelerate the debt, and they could say, we want every damn dime and we want it within 24 hours. And if it don't come to us in 24 hours because we're scared of you now you made us afraid of you, we're going to accelerate the loan. We're going to accelerate the debt. And we demand immediate payment within 24 hours, or the sheriff's department's going to come and grab our car. It's not your car. Because you claim you're the owner, we don't care who's the owner. There's still an outstanding debt due to me. I truly own your car. We put it on a piece of paper saying you're the owner when you get stopped by a cop. He says, well, I own a car. That's fine. That's between you and the cop. But between me and you know and I know you still owe me $20,000. So, you might think you own this car, but truly you and I really know who owns this car. Until you pay every damn dime to me, you don't own jack. Until you can make a full claim that this is yours, and this is what I say. What I say to people all the time in property is exclusive rights to enjoyment to all others on this planet. That you have sole custody and possession of it, and nobody else can make a claim to any vested interest in it. Then it's your property. When it's only pertains to your person and nobody else can make a claim to it, that's truly your property, free and clear. If somebody could come forth and make a claim of a vested interest in the property, it's not free and clear. There's no free title, no clear title.